inequalities, it's following the same steps as we did solving equations. So you got to get rid of parentheses by distributing the number, and you combine like terms as much, and you move terms with variables, the move terms without variables, and then you divide the coefficient. So exactly the same steps as we did before. Okay, so here, notice we're still doing the same type of questions as we just did, like these ones, but we have longer, the problem is longer because we got a parenthesis and we got a fractions. It's a little harder, but as long as you remember the skills, you know, you'll be doing this when you solve equations. So I always put the two problems side by side. One is inequality and the other is equation. So you can see, you can compare them. You are really doing exactly the same thing as long as you pay attention to this sign change when you divide by a negative. All right, so the first, now recall that when we solved the equation, we had one of these problems on the first exam. So you're gonna, you know, distribute. So you get 5x plus 15 and plus 4x plus 8 equals negative 10. And then you combine like terms to get 9x, combine like terms, 23. And then you move 23 to the right and negative 33, and then you will divide both sides by 9. So you get x equals, we can actually reduce this number by 3, negative 11 over 3. Well, with the inequality on the left side, so notice that it's exactly the same question except I changed the equal sign to greater than. So when you solve the problem, exactly the same thing, okay? So, but of course, instead of having equal from the beginning to the end, you need to have greater from beginning to the end, okay? So you will be doing the same thing, like distribute. So I'm just gonna copy from here, 5x plus 15 plus 4x plus 8. But be careful, it's greater than, so don't change it to equal sign. So you have to keep the greater than sign. And then combine, oh, sorry, it's x here. And then you combine these two and combine those two. So you get 9x plus 23 greater than negative 10. Again, you copy the greater than sign. And then you subtract the 23. You get, keep the greater than sign. And we divide both sides by 9. Well, because 9 is positive, you don't have to flip the sign. So you're still going to keep a greater than and reduce that by 3. So you get negative. Exactly the same thing. Okay, so that's why I'm saying if you remember how to solve all the equations, you shouldn't have any trouble solving inequalities here. Okay. Now, the one with the fractions, I noticed, although I did give a